Hey guys, what's up? Come on in. Now, I came out here so I can have my side chat with not with y'all about a pond, but it'll start drizzling. I'm hoping it kind of lighten up. It ain't too bad though. What's up, guys? Come on in. Bring it down some. We're going to what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Come on in. It'll start raining. Hopefully it just a little drizzles. Hopefully that's what it'll be. And then it'll stop. What's up, guys? Come on in. Welcome in with Coach Nye. So I am Coach Nye. I am a life coach, a personal trainer. My job is to teach self-love, teach you how to operate in your purpose, and become the best version of yourself. And I teach that in life coaching. I teach it by helping you organize what you have, whatever your thoughts are, whatever your visions are, to help you organize so you can start being that and operating in that purpose. I also teach you the difference between your purpose and your passion. So when I come live, it's just for us to have a chat and conversation about my testimonies, different things that got me to where I am, how I can help you get to where you need to be, and just to conversate, because sometimes that's all we need is to have a conversation. Because we live in times where there's no such thing as friends anymore, right? There's no such thing as friends. It used to be. Think about it. When you were growing up, friends meant everything. Friendship meant everything. It meant everything. And as you got older, you realized that the meaning of friendship, it just really means nothing. It means now friendship, you realize that the meaning of friendship, it just really means nothing. It means now friendship means I gotta get my yours. I gotta, jealousy kicks in like, oh no, you got it, I'm supposed to have it. That's the type of thing. That's the definition now of friendship. Jealousy, envy, confusion. Let's stick with confusion, because under the umbrella of confusion, that's the wilderness, right? Under the umbrella of confusion, everything falls into it, which is jealousy, envy, chaos, all that falls into it. So we'll stick with confusion. So as you get older, friendship, the word friendship, it's not complicated, it's confusing, because everybody has their own selfish definition of what friendship is. So with me, when I look at friendship, immediately what comes to mind, I'm not worrying about a definition, but immediately what comes to mind is loyalty. So if I don't see that you can be loyal, then you can't be my friend. Do you see? So this person may see friendship, not the definition, but how they interpret it is they interpret friendship as trust. If they can't trust you, can't be friends. Now, let me tell you where the hang up is. Hold on, it's raining. It's actually raining, so let's walk. So if I can't trust you, then we can't be friends. Meaning that, and this is where the hang up comes from, you never got to know that person to be able to trust them. So trust, how do you trust? Well, trust comes with time. A lot of people jump into these fast, fated relationships, friendships, whatever kind of ship it is. They jump into these ships ready and willing, like, oh, you're my friend, but you base friendship off trust, but you just met them, so how can you trust them? You never gave yourself time, and that person probably really is a good person, but they don't understand what your definition of trust is. You see how everything ties back to another word and your definition or your outlook of what that word should be or is. Hold on, I got a bird's nest up here, so I don't want to get too close and the mama come out checking me about her babies. But that's how that goes. And so it constantly goes and goes and goes. And then that's where the confusion comes from. That's why it's confusing. It's very confusing to pinpoint exactly what it is that you're looking for. So, hold on, let me check up under here. I live in the country. I have a snake sitting up on this porch and won't even know it. So, it all boils down to you. To you being the problem. And you say, Coach, now how am I the problem when people mistreat me? Well, I'll tell you what I mean by you being the problem. You being the problem because, remember, when we use words, we don't go by the Webster Dictionary anymore. We go by how we feel and how it makes us feel, right? So just as I said with friendship, well, I look at friendship as, we'll say, trust, right? And if I can't trust you, we can't be friends. But I never gave in and I never allowed myself to get to know you, to trust you, to know if you're worthy enough to be my friend. So I've already nipped you in the bud when the whole time I prejudged you. Or you have the ones that I trust you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the, I want you guys to share, like, and follow. Hello. Listen. So if I go off of follow, not I'm saying follow, if I go off of trust and I'm one of the ones that just trust everybody right off the bat, because it used to be me. It used to be me. If you come to me and say, hey, I'm Superman, I'm like, all right, cool, he's Superman. That's how I'm going to introduce you. He's Superman. And this is Superman. Everybody else will be like, hey, you naive, is you gullible? No, I'm not. It's just this who the man said he is, so this who the man is. Now, when the man can't turn into Superman, get in that phone booth and turn into Superman real quick, then I'm going to go ahead and tell him, like, hey, well, you're a liar. Me and you can't be cool no more. Well, you should have known that off the back. No, I should have known because I've always gave people the benefit of the doubt. If this is who you say you are, I don't know you. If this is who you say you are, then that's who you are. Because that was who I was. I you know, people will look at it as, oh, she's oblivious. I'm not oblivious at all. I'm not naive at all. I'm not gullible at all. I just let you be who you are. You are who you are. I'm not here to change you because I could give a damn less about you, about who you portraying to be, because I'm going to be my true authentic self. The problem is when you can't transform and be the person that you're supposed to be, then that's a loss for you because I'm a good friend to have. Your fault, not mine. Oh, well, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. I'm not going to stand down and say, you, I'm just going to not deal with you anymore because you're not living up to the expectations that you had for yourself. You created these expectations. You said this was who you are. So what am I supposed to do? Argue with you? See, that's how I used to be, right? Now, as I get older, I have zero tolerance for a liar. It's like I don't even pretend and play the game. If this is who you say you are, I'm still that way, then fine, be that person. However, don't let it come out because I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is what I don't do. I don't do liars. You a liar. See, people don't like the word liar, right? Don't call me a liar. That's not what you don't like. You don't like the fact that you've been revealed. You don't like the fact that the truth has been shown. You don't like the fact that now your cover has been blown. You don't like these things now. That's where your issue is. It's not with the fact that you're a liar. You knew you was a liar when you allowed things to roll off your tongue. You knew that it was going to make you look like a weirdo. You knew it was going to have these different things about you. So what I'm saying is, going into these so-called relationships, friendships, and ships, know what it is that you because no one's using definitions anymore. No one is using, no one's using the definition anymore of what does trust mean, what does love mean, what does peace mean, what does happiness mean. They go off of what they feel, and that's okay. I think that's the best way to do it. You know, the therapist can tell me all the right answers all they want. Webster Dictionary can tell me the right answers all they want, but that's not how I feel. So, okay, if you decide to, that's how you feel, then okay, be that. Trust that. Believe that. Honor that. But don't let someone come into your life and you say, oh, trust is everything. If you want to be my friend, trust is everything, but you don't give that person a chance. You don't get to know that person. Give that person a chance to show you if they're trustworthy or not. They do one thing that you don't like, pew, done. I don't trust you. Or they show you straight off the back who they is all alone, and you still like, I trust you, my friend. And you don't trust them, but you keep making them your friend. So the moral that I'm trying to get to, the point that I'm trying to get to is that we, the person that's having the issue, we're the problem. We allow these things into our life off of feelings. It all ties back to the feeling, and that's what I wanted to get to. Hey, y'all, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. And, you know, we allow our emotions to get the best of us. Thank you for the likes. We allow our feelings to get the best of us. Meaning, you know, emotions, as far as, it's just so many ways I can put this. For me, like I said, with friendship, for me is loyalty. The first thing that comes to mind is just loyalty. And if I feel that you can't be loyal, how do I engage that? Well, if you come to me and you gossiping about this person, then I've already put you in the category is I can't be loyal to you, because you're talking about somebody that once was your friend, and you don't know me like that enough to talk about them. It's another thing to vent, right? Or you want to tell what happened. Person asks what happened and you tell them this side of the story. But to drag them through hell, one thing I didn't do to my kid's father is drag him to hell, but I did tell the truth, right? I told the truth of what happened to me. But you have to remember, that's my truth, right? Everybody feel like their truth is the truth, which mine is the truth. It is. I didn't add anything to it, but when he tell his story, it's going to be a whole nother truth, because in his story, he's blindsided. He doesn't know what happened. It just happened out the blue, this, that, and third. But you combine us both together, one of the parties are going to stay quiet the entire time while the other one tells the story. That's when the truth come out, but you have to look at it. Is it that important? I don't think it's important for him and I to come together to tell a story. I don't think it's important for anyone to tell a story. I don't care what story he tell. I don't have to go defend myself, right? Same thing with you guys. You don't have to go defend yourself in your story of however you want it to be. I think it has stopped raining. I think we can go back by the pond. I like being by the pond. No, it's still raining. So having friendships, right? You have to understand that what is your emotion that's tied to it? What emotion are you going to tie to it? You know what I mean? All friendships are not bad. Some friendships, like I said, is just confusion. It's confusion because we don't know how to communicate anymore. Nobody knows how to communicate anymore. Nobody. We don't communicate anymore. We just say what needs to be said and be done with it. Not really. It was just drizzling over there, so I put my little jacket on, but I can keep it on. It's not going to bother me. Hey, Nye. So, yeah. So learning how to communicate with others, I think that's the most important thing, communication. I was invited on this live when it was like a panel of people, and I was invited to join the live, right? And I couldn't stay on more than 10 seconds. And the reason why I couldn't stay on more than 10 seconds because I don't like disorder. I don't like disorder. I don't like when a bunch of people have a lot of opinions about how they feel about something and it's not making any sense because there's no order to it. Meaning is, you take something, throw it out there, and then everyone go attack that one topic like like savages just to get their point across. And then the young lady was trying to express herself and say what it was, but the men wouldn't let her talk. And everybody was trying to overtalk the next person because everybody had a point to prove. And so I immediately left the lot. I just didn't even care anymore. It was kind of like, what are we talking about here? What's going on here? You can't throw a topic out there. If I was to come on here and invite everyone and say, you guys come on in, we're going to talk about, should a man be able to have emotions during a breakup? I just made all that up, but that's some of the stupidest stuff I hear. And then every man is going to come in. Every woman is going to come in. Every broken person is going to come in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you guys for the like, shares, and the follows. Every broken person is going to hit that plus sign to join that live. And the reason why I say broken, because that question comes from a broken place. That question comes from a broken place. I have never heard a healed person say, do you think that a man should have an emotion after a breakup? There is not one healed person that I will ever hear say that. Why would they say that? Why would they ask that question? Or why would they even entertain, as you said, the dog piling? They won't. So when people are having conversations or people getting on social media, they speak from a broken place. I didn't come on doing life coaching, and I didn't go get my certification into life coaching and all that. Yes, I've always life coached, but I didn't get a certification for it until I actually healed. And when I healed, I realized there was no reason I should have been life coaching anyone prior to. That I should have been giving anyone advice prior to, because my advice came from a fairy tale broken place. Meaning that I'm telling you that it can be glitz and glams, but you gotta go through the hurt. The hell if you do, you don't have to go through the hurt. The hurt is optional. People put the hurt in the relationship and say it's problems. Now, I would get someone that want to join to beg to differ from speaking from a broken place. Meaning that, oh no, I went through a breakup and it's over and it took me some years to bounce back. It took you years to bounce back, but you didn't heal. You became numb to the situation and you think you healed, and now you want to give everybody advice from a broken place. Thank y'all for the like, shares, and the follows. Thank you so much. So that's the problem. But when you actually heal, you can sit back and sit quiet. You can be a life coach then. You can be a therapist then. You can be a counselor then. I don't even tell people that I have my certifications to be a counselor, guidance counseling. Because it's not something that I want to walk around beating my chest about, but it comes in handy. It's something that I keep in my back pocket, so when I'm doing life coaching, I can tap into other resources. And I can tap into those resources because of the fact I have educated myself enough to know that when to speak, when not to speak. Listening to understand, not to reply. That's the key right there. My father always told me conversation is the best thing in the world, next to understanding. So if I'm listening to understand, we're winning here. But if I'm listening to reply, there is a never-ending story. I'm talking to a brick wall. So as a coach, if I'm giving you advice and I see that you're not taking it, I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to stay stuck with you either. But I'm going to let you pick and choose how far you want to go, because that's what life coaching is. You choose how far you want to go. As your coach, if you choose to stay right here, I'm going to coach you at this level right here. As I coach you at this level right here, you are not allowed to talk about future building because this is where you want to stay. I'm only going to allow you to build right here until you finally get to the point and say, you know what? I feel tapped out right now. I feel like I'm being capped out. And I'm going to let you understand that you are the one that's holding you back here. Because if I can't talk to you, I can't force it on you. I can't make you understand. And that's what you have to understand, period, in relationships, friendships, and all that. You cannot make your significant other understand your emotions. It's either they do or they don't. If I'm telling you right now, if I'm waking up every day, which would be insane to me, but if I'm waking up every day crying and telling you I'm not happy, and I'm not happy, and you keep running out there and you ask me why I'm not happy, and I say because you keep cheating, and then he keep going out there cheating, then what? That you are happy. You just like to be dramatic. You are happy because you're still there. Those are the boundaries. If you allow someone to keep crossing your boundaries, that means this is what you want because this is your comfort. This area right here is your comfort zone. The way this person is treating you is your comfort zone. This is what you're used to. This is how you've been raised. This is what you've accepted all your life. So therefore, this is what you like. And since you like it, you're going to stay in it because it's a comfort zone. Thank you for the share. It's a comfort zone. However, a person that don't like it, look at the risk. They call them risks, but look at the risk. I don't like this. If I leave this woman or this man, if I leave this person, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to like it. They already give the rundown. Okay, if I see them with somebody else, it's going to make me feel a type of way. And then I'm going to need help with the bills. I'm going to need all these things. I got to regroup. So you got some people that just stay until they get their money up or the strength up, and then they leave, which is then you become... Right, you became selfish and you became that person of, so what? They treated me like this, so there goes the bird. They treated me like this, so I'm going to use them. It does not make you right at that point. Now it makes you just as horrible as they are. Now let's look at it spiritually. So what you did was allow someone to hurt you so bad to cause you to sin, to do it back to them, and now you think that you're going to go out there and be successful where you're not. Period. You're not. Now, however, let me explain to you. Here's a way that I would do it, right? This is me. This is what happened. This is true life, true for me. This is my true testimony. Well, I didn't like the way that, the person I was with treated me. So, okay, I didn't like it. I cried for the first couple of times because I didn't want to go through life with this whole thing of, generational curses of, all the women in my family, they either get divorced, their husbands, mistreat them, beat on them, take from them, whatever the heck, this, that, and the third. I wanted to break the curse and and have a healthy home and stay married and this, that, and the third, right? And then I had to realize that, yeah, I'm staying married, you know what I mean? I'm staying married, but I'm not happy. Yeah, he pay all the bills. Yeah, I'm spoiled. I can get all these things, but I'm not happy. I can do these things for myself. Everything that he's doing for me, I can do for myself. But I'm still not going to be happy because I want to be in a relationship. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But what I'm looking at, this is an extra being that's laying next to me that's giving me everything that I can give to myself. I'm not sexually attracted to this person anymore. So that part ain't turning me on. So why am I still here? If I can do everything that this person is doing for me, for myself, why am I here? Then I had to think about, because it plays in our head, oh, if I see him with somebody else, and then he finally treat that person right, it's going to hurt. But it doesn't matter, because if I leave you, I shouldn't care anything about, and see, this is what I'm talking to myself, saying, if I leave you, I shouldn't care nothing about what you got going on. If I leave you, why do I give a damn about what you got going on in your life? If I leave you, why would I be worrying about what's happening in your household? If I leave you, why would I be worrying about who you texting late at night? Yeah, I'm leaving you because I don't care. And so that's how I got up. I got up and I said, okay, hey, I'm going to look for me a house. See, I didn't just lay there this, that, and the third. See, because I had my own means, I was able to get up and say, hey, I'm going to go buy me a house. And this time I'm going to buy me the house that I want. And I went house shopping, right? I didn't care nothing about what your feelings was. His story was, oh man, all I know is I woke up, she talking about she want to leave. So to try to insinuate there was another man, but it wasn't. I didn't even defend it because I didn't care. I'm leaving you, so why would I care about? Of course you're going to tear me down. Of course you're going to talk about me. Of course you're going to lie. Of course you're going to say all these things about me. Of course you are. But see, then I realized the type of people that he was talking to, because my thing is, why would a woman with 2 small children, one of them ain't even 1 year old yet, get up and say, I'm leaving you? No woman in my family, his family, thought about, what was the problem? No woman no. Because people love to hear a lie is more entertaining. Chaos and mess is more entertaining. And since I didn't entertain it, I just started operating. Everybody was looking for that invisible man that he portrayed that there was. And they never found him. All they found was me in my boss it up era of realizing I'm a boss in my own right. I don't have to put up with nobody's stuff. Yeah. You out of here. Do you understand? Yeah, I was. So, and you know what I mean? So those are the type things that you have to understand. Marriage, for a long time, see, the thing is, I had checked out of my marriage years before. Because from day one of being married, that night, hell was on wheels. He showed his true colors. But because I felt that I was under the law, the spiritual law, because I was married. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. I thought I was under the spiritual law that, I can't leave my husband. I have to stay and I have to do this. And I'm only telling you this because of the fact I need you to see the purpose of a testimony, right, is to share it with others. So the ones that's going through, I need you to see that I'm okay. I had 2 babies at the time. My oldest had just turned 5. My youngest wasn't even 1 year old yet. He was about 4 or 5 months. I need you to know that no matter what's going on, you're going to be okay. Yes, it was times I fumbled, or not fumbled, but struggled financially. No one knew because they see me as got it all, because I did have it all. But they didn't understand the things that I was taking care of. Right? It was so much, because when I left the marriage, you got to remember, inside of a marriage, when we want the furniture and different things like that, we go out and get it and put it in our name. I had everything in my name. Everything in my name. On top of my new home, right? Let me see. Okay, you guys, go ahead and like LDR. Follow him. I love supporting people, so you guys, LDR, I'll check you out. As long as, you know what I mean, you got some good content, it ain't nothing that's going to have me out here pulling my hair out and scratching my top of my head. And hey, Keisha. Listen, I almost called you by your real name. I'm trying to tell you. So listen. So at the same time, I just want you guys to understand, you can make it through it all. Yes, I did divorce, Jersey. Okay, Sharice, I'm about to jump back in it. I'm so happy my little sister joined. Keisha Off Belly, I love her. This is her shirt. She has a sweater. Thank you, Nye. She has a sweater too that I love to rock. So y'all click on her bio and get one of her shirts. Listen, I support everybody, okay? I support everybody. So here we go. So yes, I got the divorce and I struggle. And guess what? Guess who was my biggest hater? My mom, my brother. They were the biggest haters of mine. this was the funniest, craziest thing. This is what my family did to me. My family did to me. A young woman with 2 small children that left her husband because he didn't treat her right. And I'm getting drugged through the mud all, through, because this is his little hometown where all his people are. And I can't defend myself because of the fact, if I defend myself, I'm going to lose everything. I have to make sure that I continue to stay, because I knew that in the mix of all that, God was going to clear me. And I had to be cool with that. But anyway, I didn't have family down there. I didn't have anybody to say, hey, can you watch my kids? I didn't have anybody to do anything. His mama, all she do is lie. I mean, her first name. The only thing, if you talk to her right now, the only thing she going to tell you that's true is her first name. She going to lie about her middle name. She going to lie about everything else. So that was her thing, because they lived in this glass house to throw rocks. But anyway, let's move that to the side. My family told me the words that came out their mouth when I said I'm getting a divorce. Oh, I feel so bad for him. They never asked me what happened, and I wasn't going to tell them what happened because it wasn't their business. I don't ever want you to look down on him. Now, see how I'm still protecting? He never protected me during the marriage or after the marriage. He never did these things. It was just like whatever, any conclusion that people came up with, that's what he ran with. And I'm like, okay. My family never asked me anything. I never went to my family and said, I need. I've always been a standalone type of chick. That's what they did to me. But see, I had to learn, and I had to work through that, and had to forgive them. Now, this is one thing it talks about forgiveness. Forgiveness, right? You have to forgive. Even if they do it to you 100 different times. Because let me tell you what happened. 10 years later, because me and him stayed cool, I chose to stay cool with him. We decided to get married again. Same thing. And I left him 11 months later. Like, no, this wasn't supposed to happen. But this time I'm more angry. Matter of fact, this time I want to dog walk him, because I can't believe you tried it. But I had to forgive him. Now let me explain this forgiveness part. You have to forgive. God said you got to forgive. You got to forgive. You got to forgive. And why do you have to forgive? Because it will cause you to sin and hold grudges. Holding grudges will cause you to sin. That's why God says you have to forgive, constantly forgive. Because it's not for their sake, it's for your sake. I sure expect to change. And that's because, I figure after 10 years, we always stay cool. Our kids have grown. When he would come visit, I was the type that was just like, here's a vehicle. You don't have to go rent a vehicle. You don't have to go get a hotel. I got a guest room. I always had a big old home. So it was like, hey, there was never any, googly eyes or anything like that. We kept it just like that, cool. And, vulnerability, my father passed. And he crept on in there, snaked his way on in there. Because I'm a daddy's girl. And it happened. The thing was, I was not going to be foolish enough to stay because we did it for a second time. Or, and that's what I believe that he felt like, oh, she ain't going to never divorce me now. We locked in. No, we not. No, we not. I'm never going to be locked in till nobody mistreat me. Is you dumb? But, yeah. So, I say all that to say this. Regardless of who it is or how it is, whatever you're going through, you can't worry about what's going to happen after. That's what anxiety is. So everyone always talking about, I'm having an anxiety attack, I'm having an anxiety attack. This is anxiety. Anxiety is future thinking, right? Because you're dwelling on the future. It says be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. Don't worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow come. So that was the thing. I had to learn that, right? And I had to forgive. And now my son, he's graduating high school. As I explained to my family that's coming, you will not mistreat him. You're not going to bring up what we've been through. You're not going to say anything sideways to him. And the reason why you're not going to do that, because of the fact you loved him before. Don't dislike him now because you finally see the real him. No. That's a me and him issue. And if I'm able to let it go, now you can't stay at my house using none of my cars, but there will be no strife, there will be no issues, there will be no drama, there will be no mess, because of the fact that's not who I am. And I don't represent that. And I don't put that out there. However, my testimony is what has to go out there, because it's young ladies and young men out there that's going through it. And they have to say, well, how can I? I had a young lady, thank you, baby. I had a young lady say, well, how old were you when you first left? I can hear her speaking, between the lines. But what I needed her to understand is, you are going to be fine. Your life only becomes complicated when you decide to make it complicated. Listen, there's no wrong decision. People say, I made a wrong decision. I shouldn't have moved here. There's no wrong decisions. Thank you so much. There's no wrong decision. Let me explain something to you. Every decision you make, whichever way, if you turn left and you should have went right, it's what you make. It's what you do after you made that decision. So if you turn left and you were supposed to go right, then do a U-turn and go right. Do you understand? But if you continue to go left, well, I guess you want to be in a whole nother city limit. Do you understand? So it's no right or wrong decisions in life. It's what you make of it afterwards. I don't do stuff and say, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. What I do is say, okay, this is not looking like it should, how I planned it to look. So let me make it look like how I planned it to look by operating in the person that I'm supposed to be in this situation. I can't have all of this and then still have a childish mindset. So it's time for me to grow up. I need to grow up and start thinking like an adult, a grown ass woman, and doggone make this happen. Not out here trying to be a boss chick. Not out here trying to be, look at me, I'm doing good, I'm better than. Not that chick. Being a grown woman, meaning it's decisions to be made. Meaning it's stuff I need to start clearing out. People I need to start clearing out in my life. And things I need to start clearing out. This job, I've been with this job all these years and they ain't treat me no better, man. I know my worth. I'm up out of here. I'm out of there. See, that's not a boss move. That's a grown ass woman move. Meaning that I don't have to put up with nothing. Boop. I don't have to do any of that. I can do what I want, when I want, through God himself, because I need him to order my footsteps. And I'm trying to tell you, I'll be off in left field. But the most important part is, I don't let anyone tell me what to do. So if you're like that, not out of stubbornness, not out of the whole thing of don't nobody tell, I get this and I get that. No. All my stuff, what I'm telling you is I know who butters my bread and I know who's going to take care of me. God got me. So you can't tell me what to do. No. You can't dictate my future. No. You can't tell me or influence me or convince me that I'm supposed to follow this or follow the road most traveled. No. I know who I am. I'm going to follow this road, because this road that I'm on is connected to my GPS. My GPS, which is going to lead me to my destiny, which is going to lead me to my abundance, my blessings, which is going to lead me to the bags that's on the road for me, versus getting on your road and your path. My GPS is not set up for that, so I can't navigate right. So I'm going to have to find myself chasing the bag. I'm going to have to find myself overworked. I'm going to have to find myself booked and busy, overworked, and all these different things just to get $1, and I'm still not making enough, and I'm still not satisfied because I'm constantly going and going and going, versus if I stay on my path. My path is an easy route, a route less traveled, because it's only to be traveled by me and the people that God chose to be on my path, to be with me, as y'all call them, your soul tribe. Those type people, that's when the bag is like, well, how y'all do it? Cuckoo! My bag is calling me, telling me, hey, pick me up. Spend me, please. My money is talking to me like, hey, I want to be spent on this. I want to be spent on a luxury car, because this is what This is your blessing. I want to be spent on building a shelter for the homeless because that is your destiny to help others. Do you understand what I'm saying? So your money is talking to you, telling you how to invest it, who to invest it into, and who to give it to, and how to spend it, and what to save, how much to spend, when to splurge on you. Your money is saying, hey, it's time for you to take a break and go over here, because your money is saying, I'm not tied to anybody 8 hour, 9 to 5. I'm tied to the divine. I'm your inheritance. So I'm telling you, take a break and go spend me and take care of you. Now we need to get back to work, because there's another bag up there that you have to invest in this person, because now you're the storehouse. God is using you to help other people. See, they can't go to the churches no more and say, I need help, because it ain't happening no more. So God got this amount because he overflowed your cup. That overflow, that's that bag that's sitting around that's just like, hey, spend me. A bag that's saying spend me is the overflow. And the discernment is telling you who to spend it on. Ah, yeah, we just went there, right? That's what you have to get on. So there's no wrong decisions in anything that you do when you're on your path. Now, along the way, they say this, and this is a lie too. The devil is a liar. Yeah. They say that people, people will come up on your path. Can't nobody get on your path. Not man, nobody. Nobody can get on your path. You have to bring them on. I didn't see this movie Sinner, but I keep seeing everybody talking about sinners, talking about they had the door open or something like that, and the people or whatever it was couldn't come in because of the fact they had to be invited in. That's the same way on your path. Nobody can get on your path unless you invite them on your path. See, along the way is people on the sidelines like, hey, pick me. They're calling you a pick me, saying that, oh, you a pick me. No, they're the pick me because they came across your path and said, hey, I don't care if they walked up to you in the store and said, hey, can I get your number? I don't care. It doesn't matter. You was on your path. That no good, nobody. He knew he wasn't going to be a great baby daddy. He knew he wasn't going to be a good man. She knew that she was going to be a bust down. She knew that she was going to have all the homies. She knew she was going to do your homies. They knew all these things, but guess what? They was pick me, please pick me. And you picked them. You brought them onto your path. And on your path, along the way, you noticed that, hey, ain't no more bags. Ain't no more. You in the dungeon of the Super Mario, right? You got to work hard now. Now you got to bump your head up on the bricks, hoping that this brick is going to shoot out a coin, because it used to be that you could just go on your path like on Sonics, pick up the coins, just keep going on your path. No matter how fast you went, it wasn't nothing but coins there. You just going real fast, getting the coins. But now you on Super Mario Brothers, bumping the doggone bricks, bumping your head, trying to figure out, is this the one that's going to have a coin? You keep bumping your head, keep banging yourself up against the wall, looking for something that used to be there, and you're not realizing it's the person that's attached to you. You got to get them off your path. When you finally get them off your path, next thing you know, you back in full speed like Sonic the Hedgehog. Full back, gone, spinning, getting the coins. Tails, your soul trap, sitting there right with you talking about, hey, Sonic, look, there goes some more coins. Matter of fact, it's a bag up at the top, and since I can fly to get it, I'm going to go get it for us. That's what I'm talking about. When you on your path, nobody can mess it up. Your navigation is going to tell you, hey, up ahead, there's bystanders standing on the side. Hit okay if the bystanders are still there. Up ahead is emergency vehicles up ahead. Hit okay if they still there. That's what I'm saying. Your navigation is calibrated to your path and your path only. It ain't the yellow brick road. It ain't the pink brick road. It ain't the Mama Dia's big road. It ain't none of that. It is Coach Nye's road. It is my road. See, I wasn't on my path until I became Coach Nye. See, when you go through your healing and you heal, you get a new name. But your new name never changed too far, right? Some people name, in the Bible, you went from Sarah to Sarah. You know what I mean? Abram to Abraham. Saul to Paul. It never be too much of a big change. God said, I'm going to change your name. I'm going to take you from Naisha to Coach Nye. That's who you are. And since I've been on my path, he ain't been off my path since. Man, it ain't been nothing but rain and rainbows and unicorns and everything else on my path. Now, I get some bumps in the road with everything that's going on right now with the government and everything. Yeah, it kind of touched me a little bit. But at the same time, I have to remember who I am and whose I am. Guess what? You can't phase me because I'm destined for this. It's only if I get off my path and turn on the news and get involved with all the chaos, get involved with all the mess, listen to the gossip, listen to this person, listen to that. No. I'm not doing it. I'm going to stay on my path. I'm not getting caught up in that mess, and I'm going to go do what I need to do. Because I'm destined for greatness. It's in me. It's my inheritance. So it's not about having a man. I had to learn that. Being married. Then you are complete when you get married. No. That does not make you complete. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Listen. I realize I don't want nothing that I want. I want everything that God has for me, because everything that I want hurted me. So I don't want nothing that I want, because I keep picking and choosing them. And when I pick them and choose them, I have a great time for that moment in time until they realize that, hey, she's better than me. Let the competition start. I don't want you in my life. So this is what I want. I want God to continue to work on me, heal me, right? Continue to heal the one that he has for me, because right now he's still got a little flaws. He's out there pushing on the door that say pull. So he's still out there. God's still working on him. So okay, God, continue to work on him, because I'm gonna be all right, because I'm in my Proverbs 31. If you've been following me, you'll understand what I mean by Proverbs 31. I'm not talking about the Proverbs 31 that y'all be surface reading, talking about I'm gonna get up early in the morning and I'm gonna cook some breakfast, I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna read my Bible, and I'm gonna tell this person this, and I'm gonna walk around and be holy and that. That's not what I'm talking about, because y'all stupid if that's what you're doing. If that's what you're doing, then I need you to go back to the drawing board and refigure everything else out, because now you're on a path to destruction, because you're trying to be someone that you're not. Have you not noticed that in Proverbs 31 there is not a name, there is not a woman name, there is not a woman name, there is no name tied to it? And people would say, well, it's an unknown one. It's not an unknown woman. These are the guidelines. You got to remember, our Father, he loves us. We are his daughters. We were created to help who? Adam. We were created to help man. We were born with purpose. We were created with purpose. We weren't just created. We were created with purpose. He was lonely, sad, feeling a type of way. God created us to be a helpmate, to help him, because something's wrong with him. He was out there trying to fish and get fish from a stick with no string on it. I'm trying to tell you, we was created with purpose. So therefore, if we got purpose, why the hell we walking around here looking confused and allowing somebody to make us unwhole when we were whole all along, and now we're acting and operating as if we incomplete? Come on now. The Proverbs 31 was just a guideline. God was teaching us, hey, this is what I need you to do. I need you to learn how to be self-sufficient. That's why it's no name to it. Be self-sufficient. Go out there, get you a job. Go out there, make something. Go out here and do these things, because everything in that Proverbs 31, what he's telling you is that, hey, these are the things that give you your purpose. Your purpose is within these things. Go out there. If you want to buy something, go buy. He didn't say wait for your husband. Go find your husband so y'all can buy a field. He said go buy it. What he's trying to tell you is go get a hobby. Go get a job. You do not need a man. You do not need a king to be who I created you to be, because it's in you. It's in you. So go out there and handle your business. I'm going to bring your husband to you. Don't worry about it. Go out there. Same way with Boaz. Ruth was out there working. Naomi knew what was going on. She was setting her up for success. But Ruth was out there working. She wanted to work. She wanted to bring in something. See, her husband died, which was her mother-in-law's son. I need to make sure that the mother-in-law is taken together. Have you not noticed that she turned into the man of the house? Ruth became the man in the house because we were created with purpose. We were created to do these things anyway, to be self-sufficient. Proverbs 31 is to teach you to be self-sufficient. Go out there and do your thing. So Ruth was doing what she was supposed to be doing, and she made it a thing. She was working, but what Boaz said, oh, I like her. Oh, I think I like her. Oh, I think, and that's what he did. He went and did his research like, hey, this is the land because you're supposed to be entitled to her. But if you don't want the land, give me the land so I can take her because I want her. He didn't want her because she was beautiful and fine. He didn't want her so he can help take care of Naomi. No, he was going to do that anyway. He wanted her because she was operating in her purpose. She was being the Proverbs 31 woman, doing what she was supposed to do. Meaning that while he is doing what he's supposed to do, his wife is always going to be at home or wherever it is that she needs to be doing what she needs to do. He don't have to worry about her if she gonna be out there busting it down. He don't have to worry about her if his homeboy's gonna be talking. He don't have to worry about that because she's operating and doing what she's supposed to do. That is what the purpose of a Proverbs 31 is, to teach you how to operate and be the person that you're supposed to be, the woman that you're supposed to be. Not be that in the Bible talking about I'm getting up early in the morning, break it down, and I'm going to read my Bible, and I'm going to learn to be in my soft girl area. No, you're a lover of yourself because you out here trying to figure it out instead of stop surface reading and study. They say study the Bible. Study it. Study it. Thank y'all for the follows, the likes and the shares. The likes, shares, thank y'all for the follows. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. So listen, at the end of it all, my homegirls, your job is not to be sitting around here, as they say, trying to be the prettiest soft girl era, getting all dolled up in this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 trying to get the man to come to you. They gonna come anyway. They gonna come anyway. Men, listen, have you not noticed that women get upset? The ones that love the flash, they get all dolled up, they get the lash, they get all that stuff, this, that, and the third, and they go walking around all day and do this and the third. But the dude only like what they call the basic chick. Well, she basic. Well, he like her because of the fact she is operating in her purpose. He don't even understand why he like her so much. He's a flashy costume clown guy. He's a guy that likes to be seen by everybody. He's a guy that likes to, but he want the basic, as they say. The reason why he want the basic, they say, oh, they need a trophy wife, but they like playing chasing skirts over here. Well, first off, if he's still chasing skirts, that ain't the one for her anyway. But if he's chasing the skirts, that's because of the fact the basic one is not going to lower her self-esteem to bust down and do these nasty, defiled things to make herself look less than. But you will. That's why he'll chase you, bust in your face and everything else, and go on about his business. And he'll never marry you. All you'll be is the nut face. That's it. Let's keep it a buck. What basic over here getting all the treatment, getting everything that she deserved because she's operating in her purpose. I mean, I'm just saying, let's keep it a buck here. Thank y'all for the likes, thank y'all for the follows, thank y'all for the shares. So instead of trying to be someone else, if you dig deep and just be who you are, they're going to come anyway. It does not matter. Oh, y'all, it done stopped raining. Let's go by the pond. It's like I get energized when I'm by the pond. When I'm by the pond, I don't know, it's like my spirit just thrives that way. Maybe because I'm a earth sign. I don't know what it is, but I like the water. So, but I enjoy sitting down and talking to y'all. Look at y'all coming on in. So that's what a Proverbs 31 woman is. Proverbs 31 woman. It's not about being a woman. It's just a guideline. God loved us so much. He was teaching his daughter, look, I want you to go out there and get all these things. Go out there, work. Get your own money. Do your job. No. However it is, if a man want to still take care of you, let him take care of you. That's fine. Because it's what he's supposed to do. It is, if a man want to still take care of you, let him take care of you. That's fine. Because it's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. Let him take care of you. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to dote on you and love on you and see you like, oh, my beautiful queen and things like that. He's supposed to because he loves you. However, doesn't mean that you can't go get your own. Thank you for the follows. Go get your own. Be sufficient. And then wait on God to bring the one for you. Just like Ruth. She was minding her business. You know, Naomi was giving everybody looking at it like, oh, well, Naomi was just hooking up. No, Naomi was showing her, hey, I need you to be a little bust down. I mean, let's keep it real. Go lay at his feet, uncover his feet. Well, we all know what that means. You know? Let's keep it a buck. But she didn't have to do all that because Ruth knew. Well, she didn't know because she was just doing what she needed to do. You see how she took on that man role? She was just, all she wanted to do is just take care of Naomi. Like, listen, like she felt like she owed her that. She stepped in when her husband couldn't. Do you understand? That's how God wants us to be. That's why we are helpmate. That's why he wants us to be that way. That's what the Proverbs 31 woman is. That's why he has the whole thing of this is what you should be doing. This is how you should be doing. This is what you should be doing. Make your own, because in the moment that your husband can't, you can. In the moment that your husband can't provide, you can. Adam, you need a helpmate. Because, boy, you over here sucking real bad. I mean, you done named everything. You done named everything. I made you in charge of everything, but you lonely. And people look at it like they just surface read and say, well, he was lonely. He needed a friend. That's not what it was saying. He was lonely. Meaning that his soul. It's one thing to be lonely in the flesh. How is he lonely in the flesh? He got everything. He got the lions, the tigers, the bears, whatever. He can get up and do whatever you want. But it's something different when your soul longs for something. That's the lonely. And that's what God gave us. We showed up. And when we showed up, we showed out. We bust through the door. Like, boom. Here we go. Here we go. You know, don't get me to rapping. Sorry, I had to do my puzzle, y'all. I had to do my puzzle. But yeah, we came through. We came through ready. We came through like, yeah, this is us right here. We good. We came through. But here's the thing. We don't know if God just created us as 40-year-old woman. Boom, here she go. Adam, wake up. No, he had to put Adam in a deep sleep. He put Adam in a deep sleep. We don't know how long that sleep was. We don't know if she was born from dirt from a little baby and she had to be nursed. We don't know if she had to go through the training. See, you know, in the old, in the Greek, is it mythology? I'm making up stuff probably. Anyway, they had, okay, let's look at 300, the women, right? Or the woman king and things like that. How they had to train the women to be fighters and this and we don't know if that's how she had to be raised with the lions and the bears that he named. And she had to learn to be a warrior because she has to be a helpmate. You got to remember, she had to be a helpmate. So did he have to train her to be a warrior? How to be strong, how to fend for herself, fight for herself? We don't know. We just surface read and say he was lonely. God created a boom. But they discredit us as women. They discredit us as women. That all we was in, boom, there she go. No, baby. For a woman, it's a masterpiece. Because everything has to be made perfect. We were created from a half imperfect because we had to take from him, which made him imperfect now, to create us whole, to make sure that every organ in our body did the functions that it needed to do to be the canal for birth, to birth the world, to birth everything. It's a masterpiece. Our minds had to learn how to function in a way that we understand a man. I'm going to leave it right there. We had to understand a man. So now that we got to the point that we understand him, right? Now we need to understand that what he's about to do next is probably going to cause him to lose one of his 9 lives because he's only thinking to react. So God had to teach us how to get, God, thank you. God had to teach us how to understand, to step in and be that wedge when he decide, hey, for some reason, this fire, if I put it to my chest with gasoline all over me, ain't nothing gonna happen. It's just gonna put the fire out. For us to have common sense to say, no, sweetheart, let me go and get that up off you. See, let me go ahead and give you a bath because I already see that you're trying to end it all real quick right now. See, we're a masterpiece, mastermind. That's what they say. Y'all think y'all know everything. Well, we do. We were created to. We were created. We were created with wisdom. We are wisdom. When they speak of wisdom in the Bible, it's talking of a female. The female. In everything, when it talks about wisdom, it refers to wisdom as her. She. It is what it is. So that's why it's so important. You don't have to chase. I didn't understand this until I healed. You don't have to. I don't have to chase anything. Thank you, God. I don't have to chase nothing. What I'm chasing you for? I'm the prize, and I mean that. It ain't about the looks. It ain't about the what do you have, how much money you got, and this, that, and the 30. See, I'm already sustained. See, when God bring my man, my boo, when he stop pushing on that door that say pool, and he like, psh, I'm coming in. When God bring mine, he ain't got to worry about nothing. Not saying that I'm going to take care of him. What I'm saying is he's healed enough that he understands that his job, see, with equally yoked does not mean that we have to be doing the same thing. It does not mean that we have to be doing it. First off, I want to say before we go, thank y'all for the likes, shares, and the follows, okay? I just happened to look up a couple of moments ago, and I had over 100 people in here, and that meant everything to me. And so that's why I had to say thank God and hold back my little tears. Naisha, you already know, because we just talked about this last night. But anyway, equally yoked does not mean that me and him have to be doing the same thing. We both out here doing real estate. We both out here writing books. No, that's not what it means. What it means, equally yoked, means that he's operating in his purpose. I'm operating in my purpose. Our purpose may not even cross path all the way, but somehow my purpose and his purpose will change lives. See, purpose is about changing lives. Thank you so much. Purpose is about changing lives. What is it when you operate in your purpose? Who's going to benefit from it? Meaning that when I get out here and I start teaching and doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to be helping others. Am I helping you? Am I teaching you? It's supposed to help you change your life. Yeah. Helping you change your life. What are you benefiting from? If I'm just out here operating in self-inflicted purpose, I'm going to say inflicted because it's going to cost you in the long run. And I'm just out here leading you astray with nonsense and mess and chaos and gossip and crap. I'm going to pay for it later. It's self-inflicted pain. I don't want it. I don't want the self-inflicted pain. I'd rather just operate my purpose. So therefore, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, yeah, sometimes I get a little weary. Yeah, sometimes I cry. Yeah, sometimes I'm just on the floor like, God, what am I doing? God, what do you want me to do? But I learned how to not get upset and freak out, have anxiety, because when you heal, you operate a little bit different. Now, I sit back and I say, God, what is it that you need me to learn in this moment? Because I don't like this feeling. I don't like where I'm at. Because I know it's not happening to me. It's happening through me. But God, this load is heavy. I even did it last night. It's heavy, God. Thank you for the follows. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the share. It's heavy, God. It is too heavy for me. And then I have to remember that it's not too heavy for me. I'm carrying someone else's load. So, okay, sit back. I'm going to be fine. I don't like it, but I'm going to be fine because it's not about me. It's about somebody else that's going through it. And since they're going through it right now, I have to go through it because I'm going to be the one that he's going to use to help pull them out of something. My testimony is about to be about their life, and it's going to soon be their testimony of, I heard Coach Nye and I was going through this and she said, and it picked me up and it put me on my path, and this is how I became the first millionaire in my family. This is how I became the best seller, New York seller. This is how I became the best version of me because of that one seed that I, Coach Nye, planted in you. I am that mustard seed at this point. Right now, somebody is going through it and I am the mustard seed. This is the thing about the mustard seed. As I always teach it, I'm going to teach it every day until everybody understands what the mustard seed is. A mustard seed is just not, let's not surface read and say what Jesus said, have faith. As far as the mustard seed, well, God, I believe why it didn't happen. Well, see, you don't understand what the mustard seed is. A mustard seed is a really tiny seed. We all know that, right? But the mustard seed, in order for it to grow, it has to be watered, right? But in that little bitty, tiny, itty bitty seed, there is destiny in that seed, meaning that whatever tree, if that tree is going to be 10 foot tall, 15 foot tall, have 20 branches, have 20 leaves, whatever, it's all destined in that one seed. See, once you plant that seed and you water and you nurture it, it is going to be what it's supposed to be. It is destined to be what it's supposed to be. So if you water it, it's destined. So if you water that blessing, that prayer that you ask for, if you ask God for this, if you water it and you nurture it, it's going to be what it was meant to be, destined to be. See, our minds only cap it out at here. See, you want to be known and you're like, okay, people in the hood know me. I'm a hood celebrity. Everyone around my town know me. So I'm somebody big. Okay, great. But you're destined to be known by nations. See, you stopped watering it. What you did is took control of it. So let me explain what I mean by taking control of a mustard seed. You're already destined. You're born to be destined to be whoever it is that God has for you. But since you planted, you nurtured, and you watered, then you went out there and said, oh, that's too much. I'm going to go ahead and trim back some of these branches. I'm going to go, and you control the destiny of that mustard seed. Do you understand? So in the mix of everything that's going on in your life, whatever you plant, nourish it, love it. I will be that seed that I'm going to plant in you to tell you that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You can do all things, whatever it is that you decide to do, because of the fact it was already in you. It's destined to be. It is destined to be. Period. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're destined for greatness. But because you dealt with low self-esteem, but because you dealt with people coming for you, the person that's supposed to love you the most, your mother, your brother, your cousins, your sisters, whoever it is was supposed to love you the most, failed you. And that was their job, though. Their job was to fail you. Their job was to create chaos. See, from birth, we were born into a world that told us what we were going to be. We were born into a world that told us at birth, oh, this one cry a lot. That one's going to be a crybaby. Oh, this is going to be a businessman. Oh, that was going to be this. Oh, this is going to be that. And then we took on that, right? Let me tell you something. Your mother, the one that carried you, I don't care if y'all got a connection or not, she knew what you were destined to be. We know what we're carrying. Mary knew what she was carrying. She knew what he was destined to be. You think your mama didn't know who you were supposed to be, what you were supposed to be destined to be? The mother always know. Now, what's going to happen? She's either going to water you or she's going to control your destiny. And so the enemy, as I talk about, he always does his job. His job is to cause confusion, chaos, K-I-L-L, destroy. That's his job. So if mother wants to be used by that, she's just doing a job. But it's up to you as you get to that point, because God, this is one thing with God, I've always known him. I've always felt I had this attachment to him. I would talk to him when I can go back to 5 years old. I would be talking to him. You know, it's just who it was. Just how it was. You know, yeah. My mom and them said, oh, she got a make-believe friend. They call it imaginary friend. It wasn't my imaginary friend, but at the same time, it is what it is. But I was told that I wasn't going to be this. I was told I wasn't going to be that. I was told that, I'm an ugly little black child. I was told these little things. I was told all these things. I was told these things to mess up my destiny, to clip my destiny, to turn me from my destiny. It had nothing to do with me. The problem is I healed. The problem is I always knew that they were lies. But it's when I went through the awakening to who I really am, my purpose and my destiny. And I realized it wasn't their fault. She knew who I was. She didn't understand it, though. And so it's not her fault that she did those things to me. What happened is, that's the generational curse. Because if I say these things, then you won't be out here being a teenage pregnancy. So if I tell you these things, you won't be out here doing this. Because that's what she was taught. So she only did what she thought was the best for me. That's that forgiveness in the healing process. You have to forgive in order to become successful. Healing and forgiving everyone that ever wronged you. You don't have to go up to them and say, I forgive you. Because they're going to look at you like you crazy. Like, girl, I ain't never say I was sorry. Yeah, it is. Their soul, their spirit is sorry. Their spirit is sorry. But they don't have the guts and the courage to face you. They don't have the guts to face you. So what they do is, oh, you out there doing it big, huh? You out there No, I'm out here living. I'm out here being me. See, it's a different me. The different me. This me, I don't worry about what people are going to talk about me. Of course they're going to talk about me. I'm a flex. People don't just sit up and talk about people. Listen, if you think that people just sitting up and talking about you just because, because I'm all that. No. People talk about people that they feel is an attachment to, a flex to. So if that female talking about you, sir or ma'am, that man sitting up talking to his boys about you, and every time you turn around, your name keep coming up because you was the best thing. You was the best thing that he ever could have dealt with. Like, they couldn't even believe they got you. They sitting there like, man, now they think they somebody. You somebody? That woman, that you was the best thing that she ever could have dated. You the first guy that had your own place. You the first guy that wasn't wearing your pants down to your ankles. You the first guy. You the first guy that opened the door for her. You the first guy that took her and said, hey, let's go sit down and have coffee. Let's go to a simple little restaurant and eat. Hell, even if it's Chili's. You the first guy that said, hey, order what you want off this menu. Because everybody else like, listen, they done took her to McDonald's. They done took her to Buffalo Wings. And she like, you can't get all you can eat. The refills cost, you can't get a refill. You can't get a supersize. Now I ain't got no money. I can't come pick you up because I ain't got no gas. You gonna have to come get me because, I don't like driving around the city, but if we travel somewhere, I had a guy tell me, boy, I about looked cross-eyed, but I was trying not to be mean, told me, what a joker said, hey, we could go out of town because I wanted to go see my homegirl. Yeah, we can go, but you gonna have to, hey, we could go out of town because I wanted to go see my homegirl. Yeah, we can go, but you gonna have to, I'll drive her, but you got, how did it, I can't remember how he said it, but I had to ask him again. I was like, what you mean? And he was like, just what I said. So basically, you telling me, listen to this. We could go out of town, but you could drive my car, drive us there. But I got to feed us, hotel us, gas us. Hit him with the nigga. Get out my face. That's what I'm talking about. Living in a life that, or being with someone that you can do whatever it is. You can do everything you want to do, right? Everything you don't need them because everything that they think that they can do for you, you can do yourself. I can drive myself. What am I be with you for? What am I be with you for? I'm not gonna be with you. I'm gonna be with you for? Negative. Why? So I could tell everybody I'm not a lesbian, but I feel like I'm in a lesbian relationship because look at my wife right here. Because I'm taking care of, no, I'm not doing that. No, sir. No, sorry. No. Don't come over here trying to be big dog when you're a puppy. Don't come over here with the lies and pretending to be somebody that you're not when you're not that. If you only got McDonald's money, don't come over here talking about let's go to a steakhouse and eat. Just come straight up like, look, I ain't got no steakhouse money. I respect you more as a man. And I'll tell you, like, it's all good. I'll take you. We can go eat. It's all good. I won't make you feel less than because I can respect you for being honest versus faking it till you making it. Talking about some pad in your pocket. You riding around in these nice cars. You can't even fill your tank all the way up. Matter of fact, you don't want to ride your car around town because you ain't got no insurance. Matter of fact, you don't want to ride your car around town because your tags expire. I'm just saying, keep it a buck. Because I'm going to keep it a buck. Listen, you take me on a date, trust and believe I got my own money. Just in case something gets shaky. You might make me mad and I might need to get up out of there. Thank you. You're not coming to pick me up. I can't let you pick me up. I'm not coming to your house and just driving straight in. I'm reversing it. It's not about being no dude or being hard. I got to put the thing in reverse because I don't know you. Anywhere you invite me, I'm coming in reversed in, because I need to get up out of there when it's time to get up out of there. See, I'm a different type of chick. Maybe it's the military in me, or maybe it's because, I was raised with all boys by my daddy. I don't know how I go, but I tell you what you won't do. You won't get over on me, because I know how to take care of myself. I don't do nonsense. If I don't like something, I say I don't like it. And that goes for women, that you're out here. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. If you out here just dating men just because so he could do the next thing for you, I got a pond right here. You should come here and jump in it. You definitely should. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you cannot sit around life expecting to be taken care of, and when that man can't take care of you, then you walk away. Have you not noticed no good ever come to you, and that man that you left end up being a come up? And the reason why he end up being a come up is because of the fact he is doing what he was supposed to be doing, being a good, decent human being. So all you women that say, all men acting like women now they want to be taken care of. Yeah, that's strange to me too. For a man to be in soft guy era, that's strange to me too. But however, they're entitled to do whatever they want, because guess who else was in soft guy era? Adam. I mean, let's just talk about it. Let's take it back. That's why we were created. I told y'all we was created with purpose. We were created because he was lonely. We were created because he needed somebody. We were created whole, put together, purposed to help him. Do you understand? So if they want to be in soft guy era, let them be in soft guy era. Okay, that's cute. But if you minding your business and doing what you're supposed to be doing, you wouldn't have to worry about if that man is around there switching, wearing skirts, or doing whatever it is, soft guy era, combing his hair, going to get his toes done, butt massage. I don't know. You wouldn't be worried about that, because you're so focused on being you, being the best version of you, living and operating in your purpose. Who cares that he's wearing a toupee wig wave piece and stall? Yeah, I don't care about him wearing no 27 piece, cutting it down into a wave pattern. I mean, I don't know, because he's doing what he wants to. You know what? I play too much. Let me stop. But y'all get what I play too much. Let me stop. But y'all get what I play too much. But no, seriously, it's the only way to get it out of your hands. Use them to start. Oh, let's talk about that, because let's talk about relationships when the significant other of the person that you're with is jealous of you, that they want to take your ideas. I gotta stay on top of it, because what I don't ever want to do, because I like to laugh and I like to joke and I like to have a good time. But however, I understand what my purpose is, so I never like to use this platform to be Comedy Central hour for me, because I can go on and on and on and on, and I don't ever want, to not be obedient and come out here and give a message and take and make sure that I'm helping and healing others, right? So I have to always catch myself and really back in. But these ones that's jealous of you, let me explain something to you. They will take your idea. That's why it says be careful, operate in silence and all that. But no, it's not true, because this is how I look at it, and this is how it is. Knowledge should always be shared, right? So for me, whatever content that I do, it's people that take my content and they repurpose it. And I don't care, because I'm healed. See, when I wasn't healed, I would do stuff like this, get mad, like all they do is they steal my work, then I find myself frustrated, then I'm ready to beat somebody up, then I'm ready to, go all in. But it's not that. It's just the fact of my content and what I say need to reach nations. So if you take my content, you're going to reach a crowd that would have never tapped on my live to come in, because they would have felt like, oh, she one of them, she holier than thou, and don't even know me. So you taking my content and you teaching it, because it's not my content, it is God's content. So you're teaching it. But one thing about it, if you're trying to take my destiny, swap destiny with me, that's another story. And the reason why it's another story is because You can take the content and teach it, but you can't deliver it the way I can deliver it, because it's only meant for me to deliver it the way that makes sense. Do you understand? I can take something and break it all the way down and have you with the aha moment all day, all night. Like, I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe I went my whole life thinking and feeling like this. I can't believe it. Yes, because it's my job, because it's for me. So I stopped getting mad about it. You know, I have this guy friend that he like, hey, well, send me that. And, you know, I asked him to help me push information out. Well, send me that. I send it. He don't push my information out. What he do is pray against it. What he do is do all these different things against it and take it and talk about it. But it make me numb, because you can't come up against me because of who I am and whose I am. So it's kind of like, whatever. However, what can mess you up is when you collaborate with the wrong people. Meaning that when I invite you to my platform and you steal my ideas and take these different things, that means that you're trying to take on who I am. And what I did was, the people that's on here, the 100-something people that's on here, trust me enough to listen to me. Obviously, you're still listening because of the fact you're getting something out of it. Then that means that I just vouched for you, and then they're going to look at you as, okay, you got to be credible as well. And then all of a sudden you start leading them astray. Now I have to be accountable for that. That's the thing that you have to be tricky on. So they take you. People are jealous of you. Your girlfriend can be so jealous of you and try to sabotage you. And women, your boyfriend, your husband, even your husband, your wife, they will be so jealous of you and sabotage you because it's not about them. Do you understand? I was watching, what was it? Love and Hip Hop Miami. I caught an episode and it was about Trina's husband. And everybody going in on this dude because he young, he trying to take everything she got. He got this, he don't care about his babies. He don't care, and they probably don't. I don't know. I don't know me. However, whether it was for the show or whether whatever it was for, why he did it, what I can respect is the fact that he knew who she was. He knew everybody loved her, but he didn't understand how much respect, how much sought after she was, how her overall of her whole being. See, he got to see from a fan expectation of, oh, who she is. But when he married her, he got to see the real live thing. And one of the clips, they was in New York, she was doing a book deal, and he was just sitting there. He was sitting there letting her do her thing. And then he went to the pastor and said, man, he was honest and said, listen, I got to learn how to be okay with her getting all this fame, that everything is about her, that she overshines me and everything else, and that she is way bigger than what I expected her to be. Like, she is, my insecurities of knowing, he didn't say this, but this would break down. My insecurities already was up on 10, but now that I'm actually living in her life, I'm very insecure. I'm very like, she got it going on. Like, what she want me for? The fact that he went to the therapist or the counselor to say that thing of, I identified that I'm the problem right now, that this chick is way out of my league, but she chose me. And that's the thing. She chose me to be in her life. So therefore, whatever doubts I have, I need to get rid of them because they're self-brought on. Now, anything else beyond that, I just caught that part. And that's what it broke down to me, like, So he could have just sat there, been jealous, and tried to sabotage her. You know what I mean? Make her feel less than, because you know how the younger guys is. They dating an older woman. You old. You shouldn't be doing that because you old. Because they're trying, their insecurity. You got to slow her down because you making me look bad, girl. You over here, you making me look bad. You making me feel like a little boy. A little boy. I used to think my chest was big, but now standing next to you, I look in the mirror and it's like I got a 12-year-old boy chest. Okay, Day, I got to, what is this? I got to, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the fact that he was able to identify that he is the problem, right? That's what happens. It happens that way. But you have some that's just insecure. They insecure, and then they become jealous. Then they sabotage. Ain't nothing worse than the person that's supposed to love you the most, that's going to benefit from you being successful, tearing you down. That thing hurt. That thing hurt so bad. That thing hurt so bad. It hurts so bad. No, they don't know. It hurts so bad. Thank y'all for the likes, shares, and the follows. Thank y'all for the gifts. But yeah, it hurts so bad because of the fact you out here doing all this with the intent of you and this person being together forever and ever and ever and ever, and you building this person up, and you making more money so this person can have a great life with you when they don't deserve it. But you know they don't deserve it, but you bring them anyway. Bring them out. You bring them anyway. That's why it says when you get a certain amount of level of are famous or money or whatever, you can't take everybody. You can't take everybody to the top. It's lonely at the top. Thank you for the gifts. Why is it lonely at the top? Well, it's lonely at the top because their insecurities make them afraid of heights. Ooh. Hey, we got to write that one down. Their insecurities make them afraid of heights. Now, what you mean by that, Coach? Now, hey, I just feel like I just dropped something, y'all. I feel like I just said something. Let me get my pose on. Yeah, I said that. But no, what I mean is they get up to the top because they know they don't deserve it. They know they shouldn't be up there. Fear. They love you, but they fear what you will become. Fear and love cannot coexist in a relationship. So fear knocks them back down. And matter of fact, to keep everything, to make them feel good and not feel like a bad person, they're going to try and tear you down, make you afraid of heights, bring out everything that could go wrong. You know, if you get that big, then social media people gonna bring up your past. People gonna talk about now you a priest or a pastor and all that, and they gonna talk about how you used to bust down. You know, you don't want that. Yes, you do want it. Matter of fact, when you do your testimony about it, talk about how good of a bust down you was. Tell them how good it was. Tell them it all. Because it's a testimony of how you used to percolate on top. And now you're percolating for the Lord. But the thing that I'm trying to say, wait, listen, I play too much. But listen, what I'm saying is they will try. They will try. I play too much. Oh God, forgive me, God. Listen. I know, right? It's time for the percolator. But listen. So they get up there and they try and make you afraid of heights by bringing up your past, by bringing up things, because they got to make themselves feel good. They don't want to fall from grace, or they don't want you to dump them. And because what they got then, if you leave them alone, they need both of y'all to climb off of this ladder together. Because if you say, okay, you know what, bye, then they become nothing. They become nothing all over again. See, that is the lesson within everything. When you get up there and you done drug somebody up there with you, you don't get to, the rooftop access. You get to the top of the building, but you can't get in the roof. You can't get that code just yet to get into the roof until you escort Buddy to the diving board so he can dive right off of that and back down to where he belongs. So when you let them go, they go back to being nothing. He or she or whoever it is, and they go back to their friends. Then they try to make themselves relevant, doing stories, telling their side of the stories. Haven't you noticed those people, they still never end up with nothing? Those people still end up with nothing. And then they end up talking about some, man, I used to. Me and her used to. Me and him used to. Used to. I remember. Oh no, she don't. Look, now she with somebody else, and he talking about, man, he don't even treat her right. She don't even like cheese on her cheeseburger. Give my girl back.
I gotta go get my girl back because she is getting mistreated because she ordering cheese on her cheeseburger. She don't even like that. She don't even like ice in her Coke. Oh no, I gotta go get my girl back. But guess what? Her taste changed since you left. You was the problem. She didn't know how good stuff was while you was there. She didn't know how good it was. You left, now she understand, oh my goodness, a cheeseburger. Wait a minute, I've been drinking some hot pop all this time. Put some ice in my pop. Yeah, I know what pop is. If you're from where I'm from Gary, you know where I'm from. Up Midwest, pop. Yo, soda. I'm in the South now. Give me a soda. Give me a Coke. That's the weirdest thing. Everything ain't no Coke. Yeah, so with that, her taste changed. She liked different things now. She's able to explore because she's with the person that she's supposed to be with. She's not, now she has that code to the access of the rooftop, meaning she done tapped all the way into her higher conscious, and then she knows exactly who she is. She knows exactly what she wants. She's equally yoked with the person that was meant for her. See, she can have him now, because if God would have blessed her with him, God done went through this whole thing with his son, done taught him that push means to go outward, pull means to come inward. So when the doors say push, that means to go outward. Don't pull it towards you. He done worked on him for all these years, teaching him about the push and the pull of the door, and all of a sudden now he done got him straight, and he bring your unhealed. I think the stuff is better without cheese. I'm limited thinking. I'm emotionally not checked all the way in. You think God about to let you come to his Adam that he done worked all this time on? No. Listen, that's why you hear more women saying, these men keep coming into my life and they keep mistreating me. Then a man say that. A man they try one time and give up. Yep, I felt the emotion. My heart was beating. When I seen her, I felt giddy on the inside. So that means I'm in love. And she mistreated me. Guess what? Never doing it again. I don't like her. Don't like none of them. Matter of fact, they all stink. Matter of fact, I don't even know why their mama had them. Matter of fact, their mama should have swallowed them. I don't want nothing to do with none of them. I'm okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to get with each and every one of these females, and I'm going to dog them out, and then I'm going to make them understand that I'm the smart one, you the dumb one, and then they just done. But with us, I'm going to give them one more chance. I'm going to give them one more chance because I'm going to get love one more chance. Yeah, it's not love that hurt you. Love didn't hurt you. Love did not hurt you at all. Love doesn't hurt. Love is kind. Love is beautiful. It's the energy. You just kept getting the same energy in a different person. Yes, 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 my friend. So, listen. We done talked about everything. We done thank y'all for the likes, shares, and the follows. I really enjoyed myself with you guys, and I hope you guys got something out of it. Even though we laugh, we joke, we cut up a little bit, but the main point of it is, like I said, when I come on my lives, I come on here to, just discuss things. However, in my life coaching session, if you want a life coaching session, the first session is totally free, absolutely free. And if I can't assist you in something, then I'll refer you to who I need to refer you to. If we need to continue on, we'll discuss different prices and different things that you may need, or if we need a series of meetings, then we'll do that. Oh, thank you. Whatever it is that I can assist you, then that's what I'm going to do. Also, I wrote a book. It's called Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble. It is more of a journal, a guideline to showing you different things that help me along my self-love journey during my healing process. And with that, I ask a couple of questions to help you identify things with you so you can start working on yourself as you move forward into your healing journey, right? So that is something that's out there. The link is in my bio. If my calendar is full on the website, you guys can just DM me. I just learned about my message request. I got over 99 message requests, and most of them are spam anyway. So now I know that if people inbox me, that I'll get in there. I do not come on live just to come on live. I come on live and I do what I need to do, say what I need to say, and I get on off live. So some days I won't even be. Let me make sure I got everybody. Um, The dope healer. You are fun tea. Just evolving. Hey, I just want to make sure I got everybody. I am funny, man. Universe Baby 77. I got on here 27 piece being cut into a wave pattern. Listen, I just be saying anything. Don't pay me no mind. I be on one. Thank y'all for the follow. But yeah, so like I said, I am human just like everybody else. I go through things, and thank you, Connie. I go through things just like the next person. Listen, I done been through so much in life, and that's why I'm able to talk about it, but I'm not afraid to talk about it. And that's why you have to heal, because in the healing process, you're going to have to speak. That is the main purpose of healing. Now, in the season that we in life, you know, self-love, right? You hear everybody talking about self-love, self-love, self-love. It's the reason why people are talking about self-love, and that's because of the fact, in order to love God, which the kingdom is within you, you have to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, then you can't love God. In this time, on the times when they say the ending of times, you will know his name. His name is love. Love is the greatest gift of all. That is what you describe God as, love, which he's pretty much indescribable, but that is love. He is love. Okay? So in that sense, that's why you have to work on you. And then that's how you heal, because you have purpose and you have destiny. You have purpose, and then there's your destiny. And in all of that, that is how you receive your inheritance. Inheritance does not mean, and this is what we have to get away from. We have to get away from what the world told us what inheritance is, what the world told us what blessings are. People say blessings. They put away from what the world told us what inheritance is, what the world told us what blessings are. People say blessings. They put money to the word blessing. They put you know, big cars, big houses next to the word blessing. All those things go to but that's not what a blessing is. That's not what inheritance is. Spiritually blessed is so much beyond, and it's so much better than just having some millions of dollars. Like, I would rather have my spiritual blessing and my wisdom than to just have $1 million. See, in the world, you'll have $1 million, right? You'll have $1 million, but then what? You have no wisdom. You have nothing to go with that money. So you're going to lose that money because you're going to invest it in the wrong things. And then therefore you're going to find yourself without. Versus spiritual inheritance, you can have that $1 million, but have the wisdom to invest it in the things that's going to create the generational wealth. That's the difference. That is the difference, my friends. So I want you guys to, hey, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to close out. I close out like 11 times. Okay. I've closed out about 11 times. But I want you guys to be great. I usually take all my lives and upload them on YouTube. But I've been having some issues lately with these uploading. So hopefully I can get this one uploaded. I want you guys to be great. I want you to understand who you are, whose you are. Figure out what it is that you want in your life. I want you to get ready to plant your mustard seed. And in order to plant that mustard seed, you got to know what you want. And then you have to allow God to handle it. You pray over it. That's the watering of it. You ask, you shall receive. Pray over it, and then you start operating. So if you want a business, ask, pray over it, go open your business. Don't go open your business talking about somebody ain't got no money, but I ain't got. God is going to give you everything that you need. It's just going to fall in your lap. And you're going to say, this is too good to be true. I don't want it. You're going to throw it away. And then you're going to be sitting crying, talking about why ain't nobody helping me? Because you just threw it away because, anyway. So what we're not going to do that. So we're going to heal. I just took you down a rabbit hole, but what you're going to do is heal, and you're going to take that. People are going to come to you. A lot of people are going to come to you. Listen, I have so many people that come to me to collaborate. I have so many people that come to me and want to invest in me. I have so many people that want to help me, but I can't take everyone's help. And the reason why I can't take everyone's help, because everyone's help is not of good. The enemy helps too. Some people want to come in to help to control. Some people want to come in to help, to say, I did. It's kind of like building a house. And you ask this person that's walking by, hey, can you pass that brick right there? They pass that one brick and they built your whole house. Ah, yeah. So I want you guys to be great. I love you guys. I am so proud of you. If no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, I love you and I'm super proud of you. I know you're going to do great things. I'm going to be coming live often. I think I'm going to start doing multiple times a day. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get in the swing of things. I don't like to just come on here to just talk. If God ain't gave me a message, I don't want to come on here and just be talking. I want to actually teach you guys. And since it's warming up outside now, we're going to do a lot of outside conversations. I love it. I love it. I love it. I thank you guys for your support. I ask that you like, share, follow. If you haven't got your book, get your book, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. Go to my link in my bio, book a life coaching session. The first session is free. Whatever it is that you may need, if you just need somebody to talk to, just a friend, then hey, I'm here too. You know, just someone to vent to, because the whole purpose of me is to help guide you and keep you in alignment with your purpose. I love you guys. Oh, you're so welcome, Nisha. I thank you guys. I thank you guys. You guys made me excited. Listen, Nisha, Nisha, this is the testimony from last night, what you and I were talking about. This is a testimony. And I want to say this to folks out there that's coming on right now. I'm going to tell you what a true friend is, okay? And Nisha, I hope you don't mind me telling. But listen, I don't know Nisha from left to right. I never met her. I never met Nisha Nicole. She's here. I was doing a live. She came across me. And she's been one of my supporters. And I was able to, throughout our time of supporting each other, I was able to open up to her, because God bring the people to you that you're going to need. When you're starting to operate in your purpose, He's going to bring the people to you. So every time that I was going through something, and I'm not talking to anybody, she just pops up and she sends me a word. Oh, Tanya Lee, DM me. We can make it happen. But she just pops up and she always give me the perfect word. And I'm just like, okay. So, you know, just like I said, we throw those things away and we just keep on going. Like, okay. Until she just kept coming right on time. And I realized, no, this is God sent. This is God sent. And we go through some of the similar things, right? We teach each other. And around it was midnight her time, but it wasn't midnight my time. And, you know, we were talking about different things we're going through. And I said, how about we fast? Just do a fast. Midnight to noon. For each other. Breakthrough for each other. And so we did that. We don't be on the phone talking and all that, but we reach out to each other. And we talk to each other. Yeah. And, child, so the testimony is me getting on here and her being able to just see, like, I had over 100-something people in here. And this is something that her and I were talking about. So that was the testimony within itself. Because at one point, man, just listen. So it's the testimony. I love it. So your friends that you're going to meet, the friends that you grew up with, you were their friend because you were friends from a broken place. You were raised from a broken place. And I'm going to close out for real this time. You were raised from a broken place. So along the way, you picked up friends from a broken place. But when you heal, you'll pick up friends from a healed place, because the healed place is the people that God placed in your life. When God starts placing people into your life, those are the ones that's going to go with you beyond. Those are the ones that's going to keep you on track, keep you in purpose, keep you on your path. So just wait on it. It's coming. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep. I'm telling you, y'all, I remember when I first started, I had all these people come in and I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden I started, be like 3 people, 2, 12. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a piece of me like, man, I'm not getting on live. God, what is this? Like, what do you want? Am I doing something wrong? I'm questioning myself. But it was all that learning thing of, and I had to learn and stick with it and say, it doesn't matter if it's one person in here. That's the person I have the message for. So if it's 100-something people in here, that's the people I have a message for. If it's one person in here, that's the person I have a message. If nobody come, that means that the message may be just for me. But a lot of the times, a lot of people just don't click in. So I have to still put that message out. I have to still go live and put that message out, because a lot of them just don't tap the screen to come into the live, but they're receiving the message, and that's okay. I'm not looking for supporters, likes, follows. I'm looking to put the message out to heal. We in the healing season. All right. So, okay, I'm coming off now. I love you guys. Coach Nye out.